Hello, good day and welcome. I'm Timotab and today I'm going to solve Bear Bear by Gummy Bear. I found this on Logic Masters Germany under Megan033's account in which they note, "My 8-year-old son Gummy Bear is at it again, this time with a Sudoku resembling his favourite stuffed animal, Bear Bear. He helped me come up with the shape and I put in the cages at the end to make it solve." I think that's totally adorable, and I also really get it with my 11-year-old fast Andals who also enjoys setting and solving Sudokus. So with that, if you would like to try solving this puzzle for yourself, it'll be the first link in the description. And let's have a look at the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So the digits 1 to 9, once each in every row, every column, and 3x3 box. Adjacent digits along a green German whisper line must have a difference of at least 5. So if this is a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9 in order to be at least 5 away from it. Digits along a magenta renban form a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. So if this were a 1, we could have 2, yes, there we go. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set of consecutive digits in some order. There we go. Digits along a grey palindrome line read the same forwards as backwards. So this could be 121 or 363 or something like that. Okay, a black dot between two cells indicates cells values with a 2 to 1 ratio. So one will be double the other. Cells filled with a circle must be odd. Digits in a cage do not repeat and sum to the clue in the top left. So those two will be 8, those three will be 21, and so on. All right, with that, let me restart the puzzle to reset the timer, and let's begin by pressing the wrong button. All right, and let's begin. Okay, where do we start? All right, German Whisper secrets. Can't put a 5 on a German Whisper because the next digit would have to be 0 or less or 10 or more, none of which are Sudoku digits. 4 is a little challenging to put onto a German Whisper line. For example, I can't put a 4 here because both of those would have to be a 9 and they see each other. I could, however, put a 4 here because those two, which would both be 9s, do not see each other. 6 goes the same way because 1 is the only digit that a 6 can go next to. And I noticed that in this box, all of the adjacent digits see each other. So this must be a 4, 5, 6 triple, and that has to be odd. Oh, so that must be a 5. And then this is a 4, 6 pair. Okay. Now, we also alternate along German Whispers lines. So if this were a 1, 2, 3, or 4, I can't make this a 1, 2, 3, or 4 because the maximum difference between those two sets of digits would be a 3. Same with 6, 7, 8, or 9. So I'm going to be alternating between digits above 5 and digits below 5. So what that means is we can color these. I don't know which way round they'll ultimately go just yet, but I do know that either green is from 1, 2, 3, and 4, and purple is from 6, 7, 8, 9, or the other way around. Now, the only two digits that are from the high set that can go on a black dot are 6 and 8, but I already have a 6 in the box. So those can't be 6 and 8, therefore they must be the low digits. And I'm going to mark them in blue, and then my high digits in a nice warm orange. So these are from 1, 2, 3, and 4. Obviously not 4, in fact. That's 1, 2, 3. These are from 7, 8, 9. Okay. So if this is 1, that's 2. That would be 3, and that would be 2. Okay. So if that's 2, that would be 1 or 4. Does one of these have to be 3? Why? Right, wherever the 7 goes, it's going to be between a 1, 2 pair. Right. Right, that's it. If this were 3, then this would be a 1, 2 pair. But one of them would be a 1 with a 2 on the other side of it, which would break the one that wasn't, which would clash with the 2 on the other side. So one of those is a 3, and that is a 2. And now that 7 can't go there. Right. That feels much more interesting. So, but now this is free to be a 2 with that being a 1. I'll put that in. So this is 1, 2, 4, or 6. And this is 1, 2, 4, or 6. And one of those will be a 6. Okay. Where do I look next? Let's try this German whisper. We can alternate. Okay. Let's think. So I have at least 2 low digits in the 9 cage, because I have 1, 2 with 6, 1, 3, 5, or 2, 3, 4. So I have at least 2 low digits in there. If this were 2, 3, 4, purple for sure could not be low. If this were 1, 3, 5, then 2 and 4 would be the low digits, and I can't place a 4 in either of those because it would see the 9. And if this were 1, 2, 6, then 3 and 4 would be the low digits, and again, I can't place it there. So purple is high, and green is low. Okay, so these are from 7, 8, and 9. because it can't be 6, or these would both be 1s. So this is low. 3 is going to go with a 6. And then the 1 or 2 is going to go with another low digit. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then the 1 or the 2 will go with a 1 or a 2 or a 4. Yeah, so I've got 4 low digits there. That's a high digit, which allows me to colour the rest of that. Okay, that's interesting. This is also interesting, so it must go through a 5. So one of these two is a 5. All right. So I could have a 6 with a 1, 2 here. How do I make this? Yeah, if this is 6 with a 1, 2, then that's a 3. That becomes an 8, 9 pair. And that's a 1, 2, or a 3. Okay. If this were 2, 3, 4, that's a 1. Don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, this digit can't be a 6 because they would both need to be 1s. And it can't be a 7 because we have a 7 in one of those two. So that is an 8 or a 9. That's not a 4, and that's not a 6. Okay. That's not a 6, because that would be a 6. So 6 is here, here, or here. That would be a 2 if that's a 6. Could that be a 4? Yes, it could. So if this is a 1, that's a 2, and that's a 3. If this is a 2, that's a 1 or a 4, and that's a 3. So whichever, right, so one of these dots has a 2 on it, one has a 3 on it. So that is a 1 or a 4. Okay, that's a 1, 2, or 3. That's a 1, 2, or 3. That's 1, 2, or 3. That's 7, 8, 9. That is 7, 8, 9. Can't be a 6 because we've got one in the row. That's 1, 2, 3. That could be a 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells. Wait, can that? No, that can't be a 6. Does that mean that can't be a 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that can't be a 1. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6. That's the only way it can go. Oh, that's nice. Yes. 4 is not close enough to get to 7. Sorry, 8 is not close enough to get to 3. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So, yeah. So that's a 7, and that's a 3. So these must be 4, 5, and 6, with the middle one not being a 5. That's real nice. That's 4, 5, 6. That's 4, 5, 6 by the palindrome. That's not a 7. Okay. So this 11 cage does not have a 4, 5, or 6 in it. So that has to be 9, 3. No, because that's 12. 9, 2, or 8, 3. If that's 9, 2, then that's 1 and 8. If that's 3, 8, then that's 1. So that's 9. So we do have a virtual 8, 9 pair here. All right. Where do I look next? Okay. 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. That can't be a 1 or a 2. Or a 9. So it can't be 1 or 2 because I can't put 10 or 11 here. It can't be 9 because I'd need a 3, which is there. So 8 would go with a 4, and 5 would go with a 7, which it can't be. There's a 7 in the row. So that's a 4. That's an 8. That makes this a 9. That can't be a 4. That's a 1. So there is now no 1, 2 along here. So that's the 1. Right. So it's a 2, 3 pair with a 4, 6, and in fact we know the order because of the 4 we placed into the box. That's 6, 3, 3, 2, 4. That makes this the 7 to go between the 1 and the 2. So that's not a 7. In fact, that is an 8 by the 9. That's a 9. That's an 8. This is really nice. Those aren't 8s. That's not an 8. That's not a 1. That's not a 9 because I can't go into the 8 cage. So 2 with 6 or 5 with 3. Okay. That's not a 9. That's the only place for 9 in the row. That can't be a 3 because it's next to a 7. These two digits are 5 and 7. And I do know the order. 7 and 5. That makes this 2 and 6. That's a 1. That is 3. That's 5. That is 2. All right, that 6 removes a 6 from there and from there. That 4 removes a 4 from there and from there. And the 9 comes out of here, which means the 2 comes out. That's a 3-8 pair. This is a really, really nice puzzle. Right, that 1 means that that is not a 1. That is not a 3. That is not a 3 or a 4. By Sudoku. Oh, so that's a 1-2 pair on the renban. Right, so that means that it must be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 renban. So I'm just going to pencil mark that in with abandon. Remove the 3, 4 from there. Remove a 3 from there. And a 5. That gives me a 4, 6 pair in the column. That was a little unexpected. So this is now 2 and 7. Yes, 2 and 7 for the column. That makes that a 1 and that a 2. So this can't be a 2, 3, 4 cage, or it would break this cell. So it has to have a 1 in it, and that 1 must go there. So it's either 3, 5 or 2, 6. If it is 3, 5, it is that way round. If it is 2, 6, I don't think I know. Okay, where do I look next? I get a 5, 6 pair in the column. So that leaves us with 1, 9, and 8. And that can't be 8 because it's odd, and it can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row. So that's a 9. That's a 1, 8 pair. All right, 21 without the 9 is 8, 7, and 6. Yes, that's the only way it can go. So that's the 6. And that is 7, 8. In fact, with that being an odd digit, that's the only place for an 8 in the row. So that's a 7 there. That resolves our 2 and 7. That makes that not a 7. That 6 means that is not a 6. That's a 3. That has to be 5. Now that's 2. This is not a 7. This 6 makes that 5. So 5 and 6 can come off the renban because we already have them. That must be a 4. That's 3. And that's where the 6 goes. Right, so that's 4 and 6. Over here we need a 1 and a 4. That 5 makes this a 6. So this is 6, 4, 5, and that's a 5 there by palindrome. So the missing digits in this column are 1, 4, and 7. That can't be a 1. In fact, that's a 7 by the row. So that's the 1 and that's the 4. That makes this 8 and 1, and that places in a 1 there. Over here we have 4 and 6 missing, which we can resolve. And I made a mistake because I've got a 4 here and a 4 here. What did I do? No, it might be this. That seems right. That has to be the 5. That can't be a 5 or a 6. 5 by 5 and 6 from the box. That's a 1. That's a 3 or a 4. That can't be a 5 because of the 5 on the palindrome. That makes this a 3, 4, 6 triple in the row. That's where the 7 goes. It's the only place left. That's a 2. Those aren't 2s. So now that's a 3 and a 5 to make 9. Okay. So that's a 7. That's an 8, 9 pair. That 5 makes that 6. That's 6. That's 4. That's 5. That's 5. I need a 1 and a 4, which I can place 1 and 4. That's 8. That's 1. And that places a 1 here. That 4 makes that 6. That 6 makes that 4 and 6. That 4 makes that 3, 4 and 3. That 2 makes that 7 and 2. Okay, not quite sure what I did wrong, but I seem to have fixed it. I no longer have a 4 here. Okay, so this is a 4, 6 pair, which I can place 6 and 4. All right. Okay. These 3 digits are 3, 4, and 9. And that one's not a 4. These are 2, 5, 7. That's a 5. That's a 2, 7 pair. These two 6s look across and make that a 6. This is a 7, 8 pair. That 8 makes that 7. That's 8. That's 3. That's 8. That's not a 3. That's not 4. That's a 3, 9 pair. That's a 4. 2, 7, and 9 to complete the row. That's not a 7. 2, 3, 9 to complete the column. That 7 makes that 2. That's 7. That's 2, 7, 9 to complete the box, but that's a 9 because of this 2, 7. That's now 3 and 9 and 3. That's 2 and 9 and 2 and 7. All right, just the top 3 rows to complete. I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 9 to place in there. That's 9. That's 4. That's 9. That's 8. That's 8. And this is a 5. Fantastic. Gummy Bear, that was a wonderful puzzle. I'm going to hide that colouring because at least see the image a bit better. Wonderful puzzle, awesome artwork. Thank you very much for creating that. And thank you to Megan033 for sharing it. Go check it out. I will, as well as the link to the puzzle itself, I will also link to the Logic Masters Germany page for this particular puzzle, where Gummy Bear has a couple more puzzles that he's created listed. Okay, if you like this solve, then please hit the like button. You can subscribe to see more, and I would love to hear your comments. I'm looking forward to next time. Be seeing you.